What's up, everyone? Emil Senek here with Real Breaks. We are live again with some more Series 1 hockey. Let's start ripping. Someone please choose top or bottom case for me to get us rolling. We're one case in, and I've got this thing down now. I'm not sure how long that last case took me, actually. I want to go back and see. Last case took me an hour and 30, almost right on the dot. So I should be able to do this one a lot quicker, actually. Matt says both. Unfortunately, not both. We will rip the second one, though, for case number 3. Just an entirely different break. Thad chooses top case. Thank you, Thad. We got 12 boxes per case, 6 Young Guns per box, and plenty of heat to be found. It is a glorious day. So technically this is the day after release day. Our shipment got delayed from our distributors, but it is finally here. It showed up, and it is full of heat. There's our 12-box case. We are not going to waste any time, guys. We're just going to start ripping away. And let me get my right list up. Frank with those ducks. Let's do it, Frank. Let's do it. Good luck, everyone. You'll have to bear with me through all these packs. These packs, they did not make them the easiest on me. Well, first couple actually weren't that bad. Not 1, not 2, not 3. We'll see how many we can find. Tim is back for some more. What's up, Tim? So we had a French Young Gun as our money hit of the break last case. See what tops our money mitt here in case number 2. We've just got one more case of Series 1 that we're ripping this afternoon. That'll be coming up right after this. And after Series 1, we have 17 spots left in a pretty loaded Bowman mixer. That is our last break of the afternoon. That pack wanted to go down. Georgie, what up, my guy? I'm ripping some new release hockey. I can't really be better right now, can I? After a long, long wait, Series 1 is finally here. And let's do it. Good luck, everyone. There's our first Young Gun base, Ali Alzen for the Senators. So remember, 6 Young Guns per box. There is the canvas checklist, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner. That is amazing for the Maple Leafs. So 6 Young Guns per box. You should have about 1 French variation per box. All sorts of sweet inserts. There is our French variation, Tristan Jarry for the Penguins. So you can see it says French variation in French right there. And everything on back is going to be in French. Penguins first on the board with that one. What up, Kevin? Zach is back in the house. What up, Matt? And we are going to start it off with a Jamie Drysdale Young Gun for the Ducks. I like it. Going to Frank Augustine. Nice start, Frank. One of the top dudes in the product with Victor Hedman on a roll. Hundo P, one of the new inserts, Anze Kopitar. French variation. There is Ryan Suter canvas. With your Pylon Young Gun for the Capitals. It looks really, really good, Katie. And, ooh, that's a new one. Game jersey Brock Besser for the Canucks. We didn't see any of those relics in the first case. Canucks to Kevin Kelly. Nice say, Kevin. It's a really sweet looking relic. Take that in box number 1. Yeah, I mean, the card design itself is really awesome. The Young Guns look so clean. The portraits are amazing. Quinn Hughes portraits. The electromagnetic insert, Joel Farabee. There's gold, different parallels to chase after. Canvas set, as always, looks good with a Braden Point canvas there. And Simone Benoit, Young Gun for the Ducks. And clear cut. Oh, man. We're on the right team. Troy Terry, clear cut for the Ducks. Going to Frank. We'll just stack our Ducks in our money mitt. Awesome, Zach. Good luck, my man. Hundo P. Roman Yossi. With Robin Leonard portraits. There's Tice Thompson, Young Gun for the Devils. Evander Kane, canvas for the Sharks. And our first Dazzlers. Sidney Crosby. And Jackson Cates, Young Gun base. To wrap up a solid box number 1. Yeah, I think we're at 119 a box, Michael. So all the canvas will get sleeved up before they ship. We'll do all of our French variations now. And our Young Guns now as well. I didn't hate last year's portraits. Like, I liked them for what they were, but I like this year's portraits about a million times better. So I think that's kind of my thoughts on them. I wouldn't necessarily say case. I don't like throwing that around because it's not, you're not guaranteed a Young Gun clear cut. There doesn't necessarily have to be a case hit in every product, but I think you should see roughly 1 clear cut Young Gun per case. It's 1 out of 288. So how many packs are in a case? It's 124. So yeah, I mean that's basically 1 per case, isn't it? If my math is right.
No.
24 packs per box. Right, so with those pack odds, I mean, you can definitely get 0 per case. You can get 1. You can get 2. Because again, Upper Deck doesn't advertise. I don't think Upper Deck advertises the clear cut Young Gun as a, a guaranteed case hit. Box 2, Pavel Zacha. Canvas for the Devils. Debut dates Tim Stützle. With Artemi Panarin Dazzlers for the Rangers. with Matt Kierstead. There we go. Elk River's own for the Panthers. Going to Mac Enlow. Vasilevsky on a roll. Hundo P. Philippe Denault. Canvas Patrick Laine. Photography on the canvas set is amazing. You'll hear me say that about 5 more times this break. There's Morgan Barron Young Gun for the Rangers. And game jersey, Thomas Shabbat. For the second relic. Yeah, I know there are definitely some guys that we didn't see. Nice. Cole Caulfield portraits. Rookie portraits for the Canadians. Going to Michael Werman. There's Jeremy Davies Young Gun. Well, there are definitely some guys that we only saw one of in the first case, and usually it's a little bit better than that. I guess it's not always... yeah. I'll have to see a couple more cases to really determine what I think about collation and stuff like that. Uyghur French variation. And Shane Pinto, Young Gun base for the Senators. He's injured all year. But he's, like I said, he was one of my sleeper picks out of this Young Gun checklist. With Canvas Philippe Denault. But I mean, that also means, in terms of collation, that also means we can get 4 or 5 Zegras and Caulfields in the same case. And there is Rasmus Anderson out of 100 exclusives for the Flames. Flames are going to Cody Werbelow. Yeah, I think they have. What are the pack odds on the rookie portraits? Kirill Ice Walker bobblehead night. What's an Ice Walker? I did not know. I did not get the update on that one, Michael. Can you explain that one to me? There's Mark Mikolas Young Gun for box number 2.
There's a Goldfield clear cut in here. I'll bring it back and show you.
Perfect. Yeah, he was a stud. I think when I was looking up his stats, he had like 60 points in 61 games or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, he got hurt at the beginning of this year, but he's still one of like the top prospects with the Senators. Like that's the same thing with like Cam York. Like isn't a huge Young Gun in this set, but he's the Flyers' #1 overall prospect, and you know obviously he's a stud for that World Juniors team. Michael, I'll have to tell Jared about that one because I'm not a Star Wars. I've never watched any Star Wars.
What's up?
Did you hear about the Kirill Ice Walker bobblehead night?
No.
Apparently the Wild are doing that.
Kirill Ice. Is that the night they play the Oilers?
I don't know. You got to get us tickets to that game though. We're going there.
No, because you argued with me.
I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I argued
no.
with you.
Okay. For people, for April 10th. No, that ain't it. Okay. Is it better to sit close to the ice or like kind of halfway
Ryan's
up?
on the.
Oh, sorry.
Quiet.
Sorry. Closer to the ice or halfway up? Serious question.
I don't think we argued it. I think we just didn't really make a decision.
No, I was arguing like halfway up is better.
I wasn't arguing. I didn't care.
You kind of did.
I just wanted to get the best tickets that we could.
Club level. See, I told you club. Halfway up. Halfway.
know. I like sitting I like sitting on the glass. I'll be honest.
You know this. You know this.
I like sitting on the glass. Yeah. See, I'm with Michael. I've never seen club level for a game.
Club is nice.
Those tickets weren't that expensive either, were they?
No, they weren't. They were like 110 for like first level club level, or first row club level. I'm gonna look it up.
Do you get food and drinks with that too?
Maybe. I'll look.
In the danger zone. Brian, my senses are already pretty heightened, just naturally.
Dude, we need to the tourney's gonna be like next week.
Seriously, we need to figure that out too. We gotta go to the tourney.
Thursday night or Friday or something.
How about both? All of them.
How about both?
I gotta talk to the Hatcher guys and see if they're gonna get a suite again.
Yeah, because that'd be fire.
I don't know. A lot of those companies, I think they did it with K1 the other year, because I don't think CCM did a suite last tournament, but we'll see. There's Jeremy Swayman on a roll.
They're gonna have some extra money now that they're not putting OV in their promotions.
Yeah. Yeah. Back row club level bar.
Yo, that's kind of a vibe.
I don't hate that idea actually. There's Jeremy Davies, Young Guns. We'll figure it out. We'll for sure be going to that game regardless.
All right, I'm looking up tickets right now.
All right, sounds good. Pavel Buchnevich game jersey. The X is fun to go to. It's fun to go to, and especially this year. The Wild are playing good, and you know the stadium's pretty much always packed. I've gone to one game this year, and it was packed, and it was against the Canadians. Like just kind of a random game. Cam York, there we go for the Flyers. Young Gun base. And we've got Alex Newhook. So he doesn't have his Young Gun in the product, but he does have a Young Gun canvas. The Avalanche to Dan Hardesty. Let's go, Dan. Alex Newhook, Young Gun canvas red. I like that card. April 10th. All right, well, I'm going to have to watch all the Star Wars before that game if I go there then. Donskoy French variation for the Avalanche. With Matthias Samuelsson, Young Gun base for the Sabres. And what the heck is this? Upside down. Oh, just random. Randomly upside down Mitch Marner electromagnetic. 227 is rail seating. Got it. Interesting. Jamie Benn. I'll let Jared probably just pick whatever he wants to, wherever he wants to sit. There's the Young Guns checklist. One of hopefully two that we get. Cole Caulfield, Trevor Zegras. There's Wyatt Kalynuk, Young Gun. I think that that club level bar top sounds actually pretty good. Is that how's the view there? Like, because they're gonna be playing the Oilers. Obviously, I want to watch McDavid play, so something like closer is better. Matthew Tkachuk, Hundo P. With Torrey Krug portraits. Tanner Jeannot, Young Gun base for the Predators, and Matt Erickson. With Eric Carlson canvas for the Sharks. And that is box number 3. So we've got our first gold insert. This is a Hundo P. Matthew Tkachuk. Now I'm getting excited for I'm getting excited for that game, but I think that's still like a couple months away. Yeah, I get that. Then you can actually watch the whole ice and okay. Because I definitely like being close to the action, which is why my initial go-to is always closer the better. But it definitely does have its downsides when plays on the other side of the ice and stuff like that. Yeah, Matt, I haven't noticed any problems. I mean, I'm not necessarily looking too close at everything. But the edges all feel pretty crisp that I'm feeling as I'm going by. I haven't seen any corners that have been demolished in base or young guns, so I'm assuming with what people are talking about, there's probably short little runs where there's some damage issues, but with what I've seen, I'd say in general, things are looking good. Matt, that's a good point. That's a good point. There's a Pink Dazzler Kirill Kaprizov. That's a great card for the Minnesota Wild and Jay Grzinski. Hondo Pichon Coutier with Sidney Crosby portraits. He almost looks younger there. There's Garrett Pylon, young gun for the Capitals. Canvas Steven Stamkos. French variation Jackie Campbell for the Maple Leafs. And Mike Hardman, young gun for the Blackhawks. Electromagnetic Taylor Hall. Yeah, Robbie, there's definitely a difference between, having a soft corner and being actually damaged. Quinn Hughes, just canvas, not a young gun. And soft corners happen. Stuff in the pack, shaking around. Like, not everything can be perfect. Obviously, on a card like that, you're hoping everything's perfect, but compared to, lots of cards all in a row showing damaged corners or edges and stuff like that, that's where the problem is. With Anthony Mantha portraits. With Spencer Knight, young gun, finally showing up for the Panthers. Panthers 2, Mac Enlow. There you go, Mac. Dougie Hamilton canvas. Logan Coutier, electromagnetic. With Kalen Addison, young gun. Leon Draisaitl, honor roll. There's Chris Letang canvas. I'm not seeing too much for... There is UPL. We'll go back at Luukkonen for the Sabres. Going to Greg Munson. Our first UPL. And Gabe Velarde, rookie gold, retrospective for the Kings. Yeah, but that was kind of an isolated incident, right? With the foil peeling and the print roller. For the most part, stuff was pretty good. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's not too bad at all. Then. All right, we're 33% of the way done. 4 boxes in. 8 boxes left to go. Nothing too crazy as of yet. Couple nice Young Guns on the showcase. Caulfield portraits. I think all of our, still have no clear cuts. All of our big stuff is still yet to come in this case. Through one case, we have not had any autos. Has anyone else seen any autos throughout? Or any other breaks or cases that they've seen opened? Not yet. All right. Well, I'm gonna be the first one to pull one then. There is the second Young Gun checklist, Caulfield Zegras. So 1 to each person now. There's Patrick Kane canvas. I haven't seen any of those short prints, those street clothes short prints either. There's a Troy Terry. We got the French variation to go along with the Young Gun, or with the clear cut now. Another one for the Ducks and Frank Augustine. Just keep adding the Ducks in our money mitts. There is, speaking of adding the Ducks to the money mitt, Trevor Zegras, Young Gun base for the Anaheim Ducks. Let's go, Frank. Let's go, Frank. Zegras will now take the very front of that money mitt. So there's one. The more the merrier. Let's have a big box. There's Elias Lindholm canvas. Seriously, we need the exclusives. Alex Barry-Boulet for the Lightning. There's the gold Hundo P. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. Going to Stefan Stevenson. Kyle Connor portraits, but like I said, I haven't seen any of those street clothes variations yet, or the suit short prints or anything like that. Ross Colton Lightning Young Gun base with Jacob Bryson, our first Young Gun canvas, or second Young Gun canvas, excuse me. Electromagnetic Sergei Bobrovsky. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye out for those. There's Robin Leonard Dazzlers for the Knights. And Parker Kelly Young Gun for the Senators. Sean Couturier canvas. Tanner Lazinski Young Gun for the Flyers. Jan Yannick Young Guns black short print canvas for the Coyotes. Nice one, Matt Erickson. And And Joe Valino, rookie portraits. Wrap up box 5. Well, the nice thing is we'll have plenty more cases to grab whatever team that you need some redemption on. Lightning did kind of crush last break. We had that day with the cup. That day with the cup hit. That showed up early. That was the first box, I think, too. I've yet to see anything else like that show up. All right, 16 spots left in our Bowman mixer. That is the last open break this afternoon. And this is going to be the halfway point of this case of Series 1. I feel like I'm getting through these packs a lot better than I was when I started. I got that warm-up case in, so now I'm set to just roll. Alright, let's see some big ones in this box. There is Cole Lind, Young Gun for the Canucks. There's Brock Besser, Canvas. Nice one, Canucks. With Hundo P, Seth Jones. There's French variation, Mikko Koskinen for the Oilers. Jarmo Runanen, Young Gun for the Rangers. Rangers finally on the board too, Kevin Kilcoyne. Sharon Nagovich debut dates. Patrice Bergeron canvas. And there is our second Trevor Zegras Young Gun. There we go. Ducks on the board again to Frank Augustine. Nice hit, Frank. Now we got two of them in the money mitts. With Electromagnetic, that's kind of awesome. Evgeny Malkin Gold for the Penguins and Timothy Marchand. Nice hit, Tim. That is an awesome looking card. Electromagnetic Gold Malkin. A Sorokin base with Artemi Panarin portraits. Breadman shows up. That's the second one. We had it was the Drysdale was in there to start. Lee Pronik canvas. With Joey Keane, Young Gun for the Canes. And that's kind of awesome. Alexi Lafreniere clear cut. The Rangers have just been crushing these cases. Little second year Laffy clear cut action going to Kevin Kilcoyne. Congrats, Kevin. Back to back, the Rangers are taking showcase spots. Max Pacioretty canvas with Mark Mikolas, Young Gun. And nice, Trevor Zegras, Young Gun, canvas for the Ducks. What a box for the Ducks. Trevor Zegras, Young Gun canvas to go along with the Young Gun base, I think, in the same box, wasn't it? There's Dazzler's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. Seriously, Matt. And Rustalainen, Young Gun for the Sabres. Pasta on a roll. And that is our halfway point. 6 boxes in, 6 to go. All right, who's here and who? What are you looking for? What do we need to find in the second half of the case? Oh, we're still missing a couple of Young Guns. Caulfield just has that portraits up top still. I haven't seen any Young Gun variations yet either. Obviously a couple canvas, but besides that, not too much else doing. Whenever you say that, Brian, now I just I just think of the line from Slapshot. Who owned the Chiefs? Owns. We want to talk about pop culture and movie references that I don't get. There's a lot of them, but the ones I do know, I'm pretty fluent in. I hate it here. That's a classic. If only we could quote more of that one on this stream. There's Joshua Dunn, Young Guns. Marc-Andre Fleury honor roll. Andrei Svechnikov, canvas for the Canes and Alex. With Morgan Barron, Young Gun for the Rangers. And Mikhail Sergachev, a little lightning clear cut. We're seeing a couple comparisons for teams doing really well between the first two cases. Lightning to Zach Gutierrez. On the board, Zach. Hundo P, Connor McDavid. French variation, Nick Schmaltz. Upper Deck had to name something Hundo P right after Gunna came out with Pushin' P. Jason Robertson portraits. Now that's all I can think of. Wade Allison for the Flyers. With Robin Leonard canvas for the Knights. Drake Baderson, canvas for the Canes. Or Senators, excuse me. So that's not Canes. Student Young Gun for the Devils. And clear picks. How awesome is this card? For the Pittsburgh Penguins. 2005, #1 overall is our clear cut. Sidney Crosby for the Penguins and Tim Marchand. That is amazing. How sweet is that card? Clear picks Sidney Crosby from 2005. Talk about Crosby looking young in a portrait. This is one of the new acetate insert sets, and these are tough to come by. That is awesome. Congrats, Tim Marchand. That one's probably not going to get knocked from the showcase, I'm assuming. And nice, Quinton Byfield rookie portraits for the Kings. Kings are going to Jay Grzinski. 1 in 1,152. Man, that's a tough pull. We'll put the Byfield up top. I mean, you look at these boxes, just a lot of really solid boxes. There's Matt Kierstead again for the Panthers. David Perron, canvas. With French variation, Gabriel Landeskog for the Avalanche. Dan Lazinski, Young Gun for the Flyers. Brady Tkachuk. This isn't Matt or Brady. Johnny Gaudreau, electromagnetic. And that box treats us well. Yeah, the Kings are kind of a sneaky team with the Byfield canvas and portraits in there. I think he is one of the guaranteed players that'll be in Series 2. Him and Alex Newhook will probably both guaranteed be in Series 2. And then it just depends on how many guys they push back to extended. Which might be extended, might be interesting this year, actually. We had 2 French variations that box, Landeskog and Nick Schmaltz. Let's get into box number 8. There's no checklist out yet, Frank. There probably won't be for a while. So who knows? I mean, they might split up the Red Wings guys. Sider and Raymond for Series 2 and Extended. They might keep them both in Series 2. Don't say it until next case. And same thing with the Kraken players. That is TBD. I would assume by then that they'd be able to get some Kraken players in there. So Series 1 is usually, you know, when you look at like the Young Gun class, a lot of guys that got their debuts at the end of last year. So it carries over a lot from the previous season. So that makes sense to why the Kraken aren't in this, because obviously the Kraken weren't playing last season. But Series 2 will have a lot of the Young Guns from the start of this year. So I would assume that the Kraken will be in Series 2 this year. But again, who knows? That's all just guessing at this point. I know Wild fans are waiting for that checklist to come out on Series 2. See if we got Rossi. Another dude, last name Boldy or something like that, is kind of decent. Waiting for those dudes to get their Young Gun fix in. Yeah, Boldy should be in Series 2, you would think. There's a Banajad canvas. And there is, oh, Flyers. French Variation Young Gun, Wade Allison. For the Flyers and Thad Crow. Nice hit, Thad. Our first French Variation Young Gun. We'll knock the Spencer Knight. Get those variations up top. Now we gotta see more of that. Comtois Electromagnetic. With Lee Grubauer canvas for the Avalanche. And Jacob Bryson Young Gun for the Sabres. Second Young Gun of the box. And nice, Jeremy Swayman for the Bruins. This might be the first Swayman that we've seen yet this case. Bruins are going to Derek Luke. There you go, Derek. And I see a little foil action. We've got on a roll foil, Victor Hedman out of 250. Tough to miss those. This is a great looking card. Lightning to Zach Gutierrez. Well, the Lightning just keep going at it. Nice card, Zach. There's a lot of different teams, especially those more, those value teams that can do really well for pretty little risk. A couple different parallels, clear cuts, Frenches. There's a Kapara Young Gun. And Pasta Canvas. With Jeffrey Beal Young Gun. We've seen one Spencer Knight in this one so far. And Trevor Moore for the Kings. Clear cut. Kings with a nice break to Jay Grzinski. Throw them on the showcase. With Hundo P. Mark Stone. Rasmus Dahlin portraits. There's Runanen Young Gun for the Rangers. Again. Anze Kopitar canvas. That's awesome for the Kings. There's Dazzler's Blue Mitch Marner for the Maple Leafs. And Joey Keane Young Gun for the Canes. With Jack Eichel on a roll. Carey Price canvas for the Habs. And 4 boxes left in this one. We're making pretty good time. About 25 minutes every 3 boxes, it looks like. It's actually really good. Gave myself an hour and a half for each of these breaks, so we got a little bit behind after the first one. Should be pretty much caught up after this second one. Knock on wood. We go live right on time at 3 o'clock. For case number 3. We still have yet to see a Cole Caulfield Young Gun in this case. We got the portraits that's holding us over. We have 2 Zegras, no Caulfields yet. It's time to, yeah, it's for sure. It's time to break that drought. We've gone long enough without Cole. Maybe we're just gearing up for a clear cut or something like that. You seem biased for that next case, Matt. There we go. 4 boxes left to go. There's Dylan Larkin canvas. Dazzlers Dominic Kubalik for the Blackhawks. With Daniel Walcott Young Gun for the Lightnings. For the Lightning, excuse me. YouTube DVR. Crazy how far technology's gotten. Jacob Markstrom for the Flames canvas. There's Mike Hardman Young Gun Blackhawks. And Braden Point Pink Dazzlers. It's our second Pink Dazzler for the Lightning. So I've yet to see an exclusives. Or we did see an exclusives. We have yet to see a high gloss in either of our cases. There's Kalen Addison Young Gun for the Wild. With Maxime Comtois for the Ducks. Canvas base. Arthur Kaliyev debut dates. And Spencer Knight with the second Young Gun of the break. Florida Panthers to Mac Enlow. There we go, Mac. Now we're right on pace with the Knights. We're getting Malkin Electromagnetic. And Kevin Hayes canvas. Young Guns Cole Lynn for the Canucks. And nice Alex Ovechkin canvas for the Capitals. Hundo P. Ryan O'Reilly. Johnny Gaudreau canvas for the Flames. Keaton Middleton Young Gun base to wrap up another box. Kiefer Bellows. That's kind of awesome. Talk about Minnesota boys. Correct, Casey. The Kraken aren't in here. So Series 1 is always usually focused on the end of the previous season. So the Kraken weren't playing at that point yet, so they didn't make it into this product. So we should for sure see the Kraken in Series 2, I'm assuming. And hopefully in a couple other products before Series 2, depending on where that timeline all played out for Upper Deck. Yeah, no, I was hoping to see the first Kraken cards as well for the start of the year, but unfortunately not yet. We'll have to be a little bit more patient there. Oh, that's sweet. I've still yet to go to the Beauty League. I've heard it's a ton of fun. That's pretty awesome. I forget. I know I had repped a few guys like that, some retired NHLers that were coaching their kids and stuff. I just can't remember exactly who. And Morgan Barron, Young Gun, canvas for the Rangers. Casey, the packs are tough, but I'm getting through them. I'm tougher. Cam Atkinson, Dazzlers. With Lane Peterson, Young Gun for the Coyotes. On a roll, Quinton Byfield for the Kings. On OP, Brent Burns. With TJ Oshie canvas. Love that one. Wade Allison, Young Gun for the Flyers. And Upper Deck Game jersey, first one in a while, William Nylander. Maple Leafs to Robbie Oster. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, even just walking around the rink, you never know who you're going to see at any given time. Laffy portraits. With Logan Thompson, Young Gun base for the Knights. There's PK Subban, Devils canvas. Hondo P. Duncan Keith. With, oh, nice. For the Sabres, UPL French Young Gun. Buffalo Sabres to Greg Munson. Great card there, Greg. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, French Young Gun, is going to knock Cole Caulfield off the money mitts. Or off the showcase, excuse me. Joe Velino, Young Gun. We're going to get Caulfield off the showcase, hopefully enticing him to come back on. There's Connor McDavid on a roll. Debut dates, Ilya Sorokin. With Duncan Keith canvas. Rookie retrospective, Niels Hoglander for the Canucks. And Patrick Kane portraits. With Marian Studenik. Young Gun base for the Devils. Your aunt is best friends with his neighbor. Oh, it's such a small world. Such a small world. That's funny how stuff works out like that. Keep sleeving the Young Gun stacks. Showcase isn't looking too bad at all right now. We can go for a couple tweaks. 6 more Young Guns in these last 2 boxes. There's got to be at least one sitting in these last 2. Let's see some Caulfield mojo. Oh, Kevin, the days of Mikey in the mid are over, at least for 2021 products. We actually still have plenty of 2020 products that still need to come out, so we'll see. The days of Mikey in the mid are not completely over. There we go. That last little bit opened up. There's Nathan McKinnon canvas for the Avalanche. There's French variation Joshua Doon. The Blue Jackets to Chuck Young. French Young Gun. And that is our third French Young Gun of the break. We'll put them all up top on the showcase. There's Jack Ashen. Am I pronouncing it right that time for the Bruins? There's Kyle Connor for the Jets. And Ole Alsing Young Gun base. Shen Loop. With debut dates, Kirill Kaprizov gold for the Wild to Jay Grzinski. Nice hit, Jay. Ashan. Jack Ashan. That better? Miro Hiskinen portraits. And Simone Benoit. Ashan. Kevin Shattenkirk canvas. I have to look him up. I seriously can't believe I haven't, I don't remember him more than I do. Dazzlers. Steven Stamkos blue. With Brinson Peichna canvas for the Sharks. Got it. Ashan. There's Leon Draisaitl canvas for the Oilers. Getting the interview. Logan Thompson Young Gun base for the Golden Knights. And Upper Deck Game jersey Mark Giordano. Eastview or Cretan tonight. Honestly, this is the first year in a while that I have paid almost zero attention to high school hockey. So I used to work for a hockey shop in Anoka. Starting on nurse portraits. Used to coach the goalies for Anoka, so I was tuned in with everything going on. I was repping a ton in D10, so I was tuned on with everything going on. But nice little Drysdale Young Gun. Ducks just keep stacking up that money, Mitt. But this is the first year that I have not paid a lick of attention to any of it. So I really have no idea. What other section finals games are going on tonight? And is tonight the last night before all of the section finals are over? Is this the last night of sections for everyone? I just know Andover's first in the state, right? Or did that ranking change? All right, last box of the break here, guys. I'll get checked in on that Bowman mixer real quick. we're down to 14 spots left in that Bowman mixer. As Facebook isn't loading for me right now. No, Matt, I just got too busy with everything. So I repped for like half of last year and then stopped when we just got too busy with the shop and breaks and stuff like that. So I'll eventually get back to it. Because I was on the board for the D10 reps and everything, but then had to give up that position as well just to be able to be here more. Cretan took number. Oh, got it. So Cretan's obviously the favorite then. Hill and White Bear. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was a young blood. I heard everything's different this year too in terms of, I don't think there's any 3-man games at all. So that's what I was doing a lot of heavily is Bantam AA, Junior Gold, repping. Lions a little bit, but I was definitely more of a rep. St. Cloud D63, got it, awesome. Yeah, I only rep D10. I always looked at doing like high school and junior stuff. I got recruited to do some junior stuff, but just never fully went through with it. All right, Tyson Barry canvas. Let's hit this last box hard. Good luck, guys. Branch variation, Puljujarvi. And there he is, finally showing up in the last box. We knew he had to show up at least once. Cole Caulfield, Young Gun base. There we go. Nice little break for the Habs. We'll knock the Kings off of our showcase. Let's see if we can get a double Caulfield box. There is Trevor Zegras honor roll. Awesome insert for the Ducks. Alex Ovechkin canvas. And Zach Jones, Young Gun for the Rangers. I did a decent amount of the, I didn't do like the actual high school, but the Elite League in the fall. I repped a solid amount of that, a solid amount of that. Nikolai Ehlers, Electromagnetic, Gold for the Winnipeg Jets. Brent Burns portraits. With Zach Ashan. And I'm completely forgetting how to say it again. Zach Ashan. It's just so counterintuitive to say his name when I'm reading it compared to what my brain wants me to say. There's Ricard Raquel, canvas for the Ducks. And Barry Bolay, Young Gun for the Lightning. Tyson Barry, canvas. Connor McDavid portraits. With Dakota Joshua Young on base. And Wade Allison Young on canvas for the Flyers. Hundo Petries Bergeron. Dazzlers Joe Pavelski. Ashcan. I feel like that's too dirty to say. Radim for the Penguins Young on base. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap up case number 2 of 2021 Series 1 hockey. Thank you guys again for being here. If you're ready to hang out, we've got one more case coming up. We'll be live with that one at 3 o'clock Central, so we'll be right on time for it. So we'll get the rest of this sleeved up, and then we will run our recap for another really solid case. And remember, guys, we have one break still open. Handful of spots left in that Bowman mixer, so we'll fill that up for the last break of the afternoon. We got Pokemon coming up after that, actually, but we'll get that Bowman full. And there we go. I must have bumped our showcase. There we go. Let's take a look at our recap. Here's all of our canvas. I'll get these all sleeved up before they ship, but we'll flip through them real quick. Yeah, so with the, since we're not seeing exactly 2 per case, obviously there can be 1, but we can very well see 3 per case as well. So hopefully we see that happen with some of these breaks here. Here's all of our Dazzlers. Blue, Joe Pavelski, Steven Stamkos, Cam Atkinson, Dominic Kubalik, Mitch Marner, Darnell Nurse, Robin Leonard. With the pink, Kirill Kaprizov, Thomas Hertl, Artemi Panarin, Sidney Crosby, and another pink, Braden Point. Our Young Guns base all stacked up. The Badgers. Zach Jones, Ashan, Barry Boulay, Joshua Zoronia, Ashan, Alzing, Benoit, Paishchuk, Thompson, Peterson, Wade Allison, Thompson, Valino, Studenik, Walcott, Hardman, Addison, Lind, Middleton, Bryson, Kupari, Vale, Runanen, Keane, Dunn, Barron, and Allison. Plenty more here. We've got Studenik, Kierstead, Lazinski, Cole Lind, Runanen, Keane, Mikolas, Rustalainen, Barry Boulay, Ross Colton, Kelly, Lazinski, Garrett Pylon, Mike Hardman, Colton, Kalen Addison, Jackson Cates, Jeremy Davies. And last little stack, Cam York, Matthias Samuelson, Wyatt Kaliniuk, Matt Kierstead, Morgan Barron, Davies, Pinto, Hauser, Michaelis, Alzing, Pylon, Benoit, Thompson, and Jackson Cates. After that, we have all of our bigger name Young Guns. Spencer Knight, Jeremy Swayman, Spencer Knight, the checklist, UPL, Tanner Janot, and another checklist. Canvas Canvas Young Guns, Wade Allison, Jacob Bryson, Morgan Barron, and Jan Jenik, black short print. A couple honorable mentions, Quentin Byfield portrait rookies with Byfield honor roll, Joe Bellino rookie portraits, and Jeremy Swayman honor roll. Get those top loaded up also. After that, we have our golds, Nikolai Ehlers. Debut dates, Kirill Kaprizov, Niels Hoglander, Evgeny Malkin, Ryan O'Reilly, Gabe Velarde, and Matthew Tkachuk. French variations, Jesse Puljujarvi, Gabriel Landeskog, Nick Schmaltz, Migo Koskinen, Jack Campbell, Eunice Donskoy, Mackenzie Weegar, and Tristan Yari. After that, we have our relics. Mark Giordano, William Nylander, Pavel Buchnevich, Thomas Shabbat, and game jersey Brock Besser. Out of 250 on a roll, Victor Hedman with exclusive Rasmus Anderson out of 100. And a couple clear cuts, Trevor Moore and Mikhail Sergachev. And to our showcase, we got our French Young Guns. Shun Lu, Wade Allison for the Flyers. Number 2, the Flyers are going to Thad Crow. We've got Joshua Dunn. Shun Lu for the Blue Jackets. And Chuck Young. And UPL, Ukko-Pekka Lunanen. French variation for the Sabres. Going to Greg Munson. We've got Caulfield showed up in the last box, but he had a beautiful Portraits rookies earlier in the case. Along with 1 Young Guns. Cole Caulfield is going to the Canadiens. And Michael Werman. We've got Alexi Lafreniere, clear cut, 2nd year for the Rangers. And Kevin Kilcoyne. Alex Newhook, Young Gun canvas for the Avalanche. And Dan Hardesty with a Sidney Crosby clear picks acetate. Such a sweet card for the Penguins. And Timothy Marchand. And our money mitt hit of the break for the Ducks. Going to Frank Augustine. Just a bunch of stuff for the Ducks. Troy Terry, clear cut and French variation. There is, let's see. Let me get these all in order. Let's see, what all do we have? We had the, there we go. Let's say we didn't have 3 Zegras. So the Troy Terrys, we've got Jamie Drysdale with 2 Young Guns. Trevor Zegras on a roll. The Zegras Canvas Young Guns, and then 2 base Young Guns. A nice pile for the Ducks. All going to Frank Augustine. Congrats, Frank. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Like I said, I will be live again in just a few minutes with Upper Deck Series 1, number 3.